Okay guys, I'm going to do a quick scalp. Yep, talking of scalping, here she comes. And it's going to be on euro dollar. Yes, I would love a coffee, my sweet. And off we go. Right, so I'm going to put the order above here. I'll do that now because I'm doing something I don't do very often, which is actually trade and open. So I'm just going to drop that in. So I've got an order there with an expectation that the price is going to bounce up. Now I need to adjust the target. And what's that? Well, it's actually saying it's a 3 pip target. If we come here. Now this is already in the squad. I'll show you that in just a second. What you can see is it's telling me that we're actually in a selling market. It's a bear market. But at the moment in time, there's a buy on the horizon. It's a scalp. And it says scalp it for 3 pips. Now I'm not a lover of scalping. I'm really not. But if the opportunity arises, I'll take it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that on to about 5 pips because I think that's reasonable. Okay, just shift that up. Just shift that up a bit to 5 pips. There we go. All right. And what we're going to do is we're going to follow this price down over on itself. Now, where did it come from? Now, there's various things to look at. Why am I looking at euro dollar? It's not the best market in the world. Well, the dollar's at the top, and it hasn't moved. And the euro is pretty weak. So there is a change of power here. But they're pretty close together, creating the scalp. Now, let me just get rid of that. As you can see, it's starting to turn green, but I want it to break the top of that and then smash through and get our pips. Now, what I have done is I've already sort of earlier on put that into here so they can see what it is that I'm up to, and we have a little chat. Now, last night we had a big old chat here where it's all live. And it's face-to-face about breaking charts down, etc. So I try and keep the guys ahead of the game as much as I can. I don't do signals for them. I think that's a terrible thing to do. What I do is I try and sort of show them how I do it, but then they make their own trades. All right. And the fairest thing for me is to tell them what I'm doing before I do it. So I just think it's fair. And this morning, the only thing that's really on the horizon is sort of a quick scalp, which is on euro dollar, which is what we're looking at right now. Now, there's a few other elements that I need to put into it as well that I'm going to show you that'll help with various things. So what I would do here is drop it over onto the hour, and I'll have a look. And then bing, bang, boo, what have we got? Well, we've got a wonderful drop, which is here. That drop is now showing signs on here of what we're after. Okay, so I'm just going to drop these in. Well, computer's freezing out a little bit. Bugger. Never mind. I'll refresh it in just a second. Let's drop that onto there. And now I've got good entry exits. Just refresh this. That's better. Okay, now I've got that in and I can see where those level points are. I can take this back down into 5 minutes so I can keep an eye on it, and there we go. Now I could actually just put a marker on there and then see what we can get above it, because if that pushes up, there's a good chance it can get up to there. All right, and that is there. It's pushing up. We are coming on to the 8 o'clock now. It's a bit of a surge. Is it going to get up there? I think it's probably tall order. So just be happy with your target. We'll just leave it there. Okay, and that's it. So what am I doing? I'm actually being conservative. If I was to put it up there, even though we're in a sort of a buying up situation, the overall market is the opposite way. So I've got to be a bit careful and then just see what happens. But we'll see if that bounces up onto that level, get 20, 25 quid. I'll be happy with that just to start us off. And then I'll talk to the guys about it throughout the day. And then I'll start trading properly at 9 o'clock. So let's play this out and see what happens. Okay guys, remember this is a scalp. The sheet said 3 pips, which is 15 quid. It's currently at 18, stepping back. Close that out, bosh, job's done. And then there you go, there's 18 quid added into the pot. So what's the story with all of this? Well, I could have held it a bit more, but I had a clear target, what I needed. And that target in this case was 3 pips. Why? Because that was the reasonable target based on an ATR. Now, if I was to start holding this, and I can, it then starts getting a bit dangerous, because what you're doing now is you're now pushing the boundaries of what that trade was willing to give. If you sort of trade conservatively and you get in, you get out, then it's fine. You know, I don't subscribe to any of the trading nonsense that you listen to. RRs, all of this sort of thing, and every pip sort of has to have a 3-to-1 reward. All this, brilliant, thanks. I don't subscribe to any of that. What I subscribe to is getting the trade right in the first place and target it appropriately. I do have management systems in place where if it goes wrong, well, I've already accepted how much it's going to cost me. It's done on what's called ROI, return on investment. So what I'm doing is I'm using the money that goes in, and then I want to times that by X amount. Now in this case it was times it by 3. So you put £5 on the market and you want a minimum of 3 back. So that would be 15 quid. Well, I've got more than 15 quid, so I'm happy. And these are the ways my head works. The retail space won't get it because they don't understand it. They just think that you have to go down 2% risk of account, 1 to 2 reward, but you're not making any money. Why? Because it's bloody garbage. It doesn't work like that in the real world. What you've got to do is you make your money work for you. And that's what I've done this morning. Then I'll do it again for the next hour. And then I'll do it again the next hour. If I so wish, till I've hit a level that I'm comfortable with my wage. Just something for you to think about. Did it off the cuff. It's just to show what's going on. And if you're interested, subscribe to the channel. If you're stuck, my contact details can be found at my website, thescruffytrader.com. I answer every single one of them. So as always, guys, trade well, keep your risk managed, but above all, do what you love, and the money will follow. See you all in the next one.